all my dear friends in Christ. Today's gospel passage is taken from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew chapter 12 verse 46 to 50. This gospel passage is quite beautiful and intriguing at the same time. I want to pose a question: what is the significance of a family? But before we answer in our hearts, first of all, we don't choose our families. And lastly, we can't live without them. They cherish us, they love us, they support us, they encourage us. And in some places, people say that blood is thicker than water. Some, they say family comes first, to show how important the structure of a family is. When we grew up with our friends, our neighbors, our cousins, our sisters and brothers, and we all became one family. But now the gospel passage is asking us, or Jesus Christ is asking us, who are my brethren? Who is my mother? So when Jesus asks this question, he breaks the bonds of the structures of these families, because they limit us as Christians, because we are not supposed to be limited by these structures of families. We as Christians, we're supposed to live in a structures where there is no family boundaries, but we become one family with everyone we meet each day. We become one family in church, in schools, in workplaces, and everywhere, in towns or malls and shopping centers. Wherever we meet people, we become one family in Christ. But Jesus puts one condition in a family. In his extended family, he puts one condition. He says, those who does the will of God are my brethren and are my mothers, because we fall under one heavenly fatherhood, that is God himself, who always loves us, showers us with blessings, and protect us. So today, we also see from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans, chapter 16, verse 5, where St. Paul greets Aquila and the family, the church in his house, to show that the families in our houses are the beginning of the church. It's the small structures of the church. We also see from the early church, whereby early Christians gathered in families to break bread. But today, in our families, we are multi-religious. Some are even non-religious people who say they don't believe. But we still love them. We still care for them. We still encourage them. We still wish them good fortune, to show how important is the structure of one family. Here in Africa, we have the saying which says, Ubuntu, the humanness, nature of a person. That nature intrigues us to care, to love, to be hospitable to a stranger, to a person who is less fortunate. And this also helps us to understand well the scriptures, because we also see the same structure of a family in the first letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, chapter 16, verse 19. Also St. Paul greets the church in Corinth together with the church in the house of Aquila. This is to show how important is the family. Are we treating the people that we meet every day as families, as family members, or we see strangers? Today the church calls us to treat people, to treat one another as one family, as we are united in the Eucharist. Amen.